assume everyone here has a lighter in hand, and now we get to see who will use it. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Vols will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Might be looking to run. He's going to take a shot right away. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, does it get any better than that? Creating a turnover on the very first play of the game. You talk about doing this all week, and you talk about, we can beat this team. We're going to go out there and execute. And to do it, the first snap, belief, climbing through the roof, baby.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and more. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
He breaks a tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban Field on third down. Now on the move. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly...
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but Man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Dances away. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Wilson. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Makes the grab down the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. No Tennessee quarterback will ever be revered like Peyton Manning, but many more throws like that, and they're going to say, this guy's getting into the realm at least.
You get in the realm, you're good. You get in the realm, you start talking about Hall of Fame. That's what kind of tradition you've had with a guy like Peyton Manning. His fingerprints are...
That's a rumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Got a lot of room to the right. The 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown time. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on first and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff from the gun. Runs through a tackle.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got his man on the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A long way to go on fourth and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And that is how it's done. It's go time in the red zone, third and goal. We need a sack, need a big play. That was a monster sack by the defense. Let's go.
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. Defense dropping into soft coverage. The snap sets up to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
On the move, it's Cross. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's fourth down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He might want another play. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. The give to the left. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. The give to the back.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. He's got it along the sideline. He's running free down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Vols!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're working that left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this quarter.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle, Mitch Wilson. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Murphy.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Volunteers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Calls his own number. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Catch in the middle, it's Wilson.
I'll tell you, man, quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Tennessee! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Frost. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They go to the ground. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the 4th.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. So here is the Tennessee offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Grab behind the line, it's Wilson. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on 2nd down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the...
Unloads it downfield. Got it! Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, with 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. Brings into the open. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football.
Hurry on the Jets. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Making side adjustments here.
Okay, ready? Stand.
Off play action. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19.
And the clock's running down late in the ball game. Every first down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting a first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. The give to the back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call, but not a lot of time left in the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
It's now 4th and goal.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. The Vols take possession first here in overtime. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
You know, you're seeing in college football and that with spread offense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown Vols! And they're on top here in overtime.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Trying to bowl his way out. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Third and goal, desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Bama! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with one play to win this football game.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Off play action on first down. He'll get rid of it. And that one's incomplete.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
On the play.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart and understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down, new set of downs.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime goal attempt. Quarterback making checks. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. If he houses this, it's ball game. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
1st down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Looking for a crease to the left. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll try it again. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Trying to win it. And that'll do it. Ball game called in double OT. declined the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.